Hello everyone, Martin here, back with another Legacy video. And today playing Doomsday again after a few videos off doing other stuff. Um, I've been a little bit cold on Doomsday. I think honestly with all the Demir shenanigans going on right now, all the blue-black scam and I guess Shadow to a lesser extent, it's a tough time being a spell-based combo deck. Like a Demir tempo deck is always going to have some good things going for it whenever it's facing off against a combo deck because it has a fast clock, it has mana disruption, it has discard, and it has counter spells. So that's like that's sort of a lot to combat. So I think until something shifts in the meta where like Dimir or Grixis, I suppose, but like the discard centric blue tempo decks are sort of pushed off by some other stuff, then I am a little bit concerned about like playing Doomsday in high stakes events and that sort of thing. But that doesn't stop me from enjoying the deck, and I found a really sweet list here. Yes, so the list was from a player in an Italian tournament, Federico Bonade. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm sorry about that. But this bug Doomsday has a Beseech the Mirror sort of pivot, which I have tried before, but in a more sort of classic Turbo Doomsday shell. You'll notice one significant thing here, which is that we have Force of Will in the sideboard. Um, and I guess that probably means we are not too worried about facing like prison decks with lock pieces that we would need to force, and I guess we're really fast combo, and we do have a couple of like we have a Flusterstorm, we have a Spell Pierce, we have two Veil of Summer and two Thoughtseize and a Duress. So we have some disruption, but we don't have a lot of things that can sort of stop a Thalia entering the battlefield or a Blood Moon. Um, And so maybe in that sense, this list is a little bit more tailored towards a known metagame where you're expecting a lot of sort of blue. Like I think this deck really would like to play against like up the beanstalk kind of blue soup control decks all day. But yeah, this I think things that I've not made any changes to the main deck from the list that I saw. I made a like slight change, a couple of changes to the sideboard, but not much. I think I would consider having like access to empty the warrens in the 75, just as a way to still win with Beseech, but not go through a Gay as well, go through the graveyard. But yeah. Anyways, oh yeah, one thing I want to touch about Abundant Growth. This is a card I'm really excited about. I don't think I had as much fun playing Doomsday as when I played with Arkham's Astrolabe, which obviously this is not, but it's sort of the closest proxy we have to it. And like fetching basic force and putting on an Abundant Growth is A, something that almost never gets countered, and B, just like being able to set yourself up with like rainbow non-wastable rainbow lands in Doomsday is really appealing. This obviously also works as something you can bargain away. All right, I think with that said, I am going to jump into the league. Right, on the draw for round number one, opponent mulligans. I'm gonna mulligan too. This is too greedy of a keep with no real lands. Oh, no lands on the second mulligan. So that's obviously, I'm going down to 5 here. Rough start. Opponent found 6 they liked. Okay, gonna keep this. This has Dark Ritual Doomsdays. I'm gonna bottom the basic island and brainstorm, and hope to see like I don't know, like Forest Reclaimer or something. Ooh, no, not this. Oh, it's a Tundra. Okay, Nomads and Core. Okay, so it's Breakfast. So Breakfast plays Days, which is is a problem here. So, I mean, if they have Illusionist here, we're just dead. There's nothing I can ponder into that can stop it. If I go Dark Ritual Doomsday and they daze, that's incredibly bad. If I go Dark Ritual Doomsday and they force, that's still bad, but at least it's a straight trade. I think I'm gonna go for it here. They're on a mull to 6. All right. So Doomsday resolved. Cards that concern me here are what do you call it? Orm's Chant, and well, I guess mostly it's just dying. But okay. So how about we draw? I think I'm just gonna bet on them not having force. So I'm gonna well, obviously put Thassa in there. So if we draw, we can't discard and win on the same turn next turn. What's the score here? Maybe I take a Flusterstorm and draw that next turn because like if I'm just dead, then I'm just dead, right? It doesn't matter. And if I'm not just dead, then like if they don't have the Illusionist now, it's an okay chance they won't have it next turn either. What's the take here? Could this work? So basically, I draw Flusterstorm. I cast Ponder. I make my second land drop. I think I'm gonna put a third land in here. So I Flusterstorm, draw Fluster, play Delta, cast Ponder, draw Edge of Autumn. I guess with this setup, do I even need the Edge of Autumn? Yeah. We'll see. I have a feeling I might just be dead here, that they mold to the like an unprotected turn 2 win, but we shall see. If we're lucky, they drop like an Urza Saga here, and we're like prepping for the long game. Well, they're getting their attack in. What I'd really hate to see is a Teferi here. Okay. No play. No land drop. They're pausing in my upkeep, which makes me think they may have the chant here, and they're wondering if they should be casting it now. Okay, so I'm gonna take the edge. So if they have cavern plus, not cavern, a chant plus daze or force, that's really bad. But I can't beat it all. And yeah, now the Edge of Autumn is not going to do anything here. Okay, so they step through, so they just win if they find a land drop, which they didn't before, unless they're sandbagging it. So let's hope. No land drop, no land drop, no land drop. Okay, moving to combat. So unless they're just teasing it here. No! Wow. Yeah, it's important. Good to get the chip shot in. Okay, well, I'm going to let them show me their deck. And, like, I don't know. Maybe there's a world where they only have one Cabal Therapy and it doesn't name Flusterstorm. And I'm able to fluster their Dread Return. I'm just going to yield to these. Alright, so here we go. They have cast Cabal Therapy. So I'm going to let that resolve. And let's see if what they name here. Name Force of Will. Okay. So let's see if they have more Cabal Therapies. Because if they don't, I kind of think I'm not losing here, but I could be wrong. It could be something I'm just not seeing. This is their graveyard. There's the chant. There are 3 Force of Wills right now. Wow, are they just passing? Sick. Alright, well, I'm going to draw the Oracle, and if they have Force plus days, then they win. Or I guess if they have double days. So, I mean, they know what I have. Really? Oh, that's so awesome. Okay, cool. Alright, so for this, I think we want the Spell Bomb. I didn't see Orcish Bowmasters in the cards they flipped, but that doesn't mean they can't have them. I think we want the Forces. Seems like something could be good. Abrupt Decay is okay. It's not like, I mean, So Abrupt Decay can kill a Cephalid Illusionist being targeted by Shuko. It can kill a Cephalid Illusionist if with a Nomads on core on the stack, but it crucially can't stop the combo if they have Nomads in play and then resolve an Illusionist. I mean, then you have to decay the Nomads, but but then they have the Illusionist, and then the next thing just kills you. But yeah, no, I kind of want like my whole sideboard here. Nah, I'm not sure. I think we have to cut one of the combo packages against other combo decks. And I think that probably is the storm bit. So let's get rid of a couple of the Cabal rituals and the Tendrils of Agony. We can probably cut on the Abundant Growth, although that makes Basic Forest like pretty bad. But then again, I would like these at least. So that means 16 blue cards. That's a little low. So probably like Force of Negation is not that good, I think, because their whole combo is creature based, but they are also like a Teferi deck. So let's cut the Abundant Growth, seeing as we're also boarding in like Carpet of Flowers. And so is 18 blue cards enough? Or do we want the 19th? Yeah. I actually usually cut LED, and I think I'm going to do that here. Yeah. I'm going to try this. Oh, wait. Yeah, I should have brought in the Cavern of Souls, I think. Oh well. Well, this is a good hand. I'm certainly not going to mulligan this hand. Sheesh, that was a win from old to 5. And they mulligan to 6 here. Okay. So let's see here. If they can go like threaten the turn 2 combo. Okay, they can't. Ursus Saga. That's good stuff. I think I will fire off Duress here. If they want a cantrip, it's going to cost them a Lotus Petal. And if they have like Chant or whatever, we can take that. We can take Step Through. Okay, never mind. So they have their combo set up once this Ursus Saga pops. So I think I am going to have to take the Chant, I think, yeah. And we are sort of up against it here. So they just, what? Oh, I think they accidentally clicked through their turn. That's unfortunate. Okay. So, Brazen Bee can hold off the inevitable here. Or we can go, like, looking for Force of Will. Is that good enough? Like basically, if Brazen Borrower were an actual, like, removal spell, I'd be much more interested. Although I guess, like, they will probably be unable to cast it again. So I'm actually gonna do the Brazen Borrower move here. I suppose Diligence does dictate here that I don't get like smoked by a Pithing Needle, but that would be very unlikely. Okay, there's Shuko. They have 5 cards. There's a Tundra, so like they have drawn a Daze or a Force here. Oh, they ponder. Okay, interesting. Okay, they chose not to shuffle. Okay, so the ponder is gone. We know 1 card. They have 2. That's in. I'm representing Abrupt Decay here, but I am just going to petty theft this now, see if I can get away with that. They mill some lands. So do they have a response here? Pact of Negation. Okay, sure. That's cool. So I'm gonna see what they boarded in. There's the Oracle. Alright, I'm gonna let Therapy resolve. Give them a chance to somehow mess it up. Which, not sure why they would do that, but I'm not holding anything in my hand. That's a secret. And they named, what did they name? Oh, it's getting, I didn't get to see it. They probably named Force of Will. Looks like they are, I don't really see a lot of stuff that seems to be coming from the sideboard here. Maybe the Pact of Negation. There's one. There's 2, so they played 2 Pact of Negation by the looks of it. Okay. GG's. Not sure. Do I play the... Should there be an Abrupt Decay in my sideboard? I don't know. But I like having the Cavern. I think we can also maybe shave a little bit on all these ritual effects. Maybe we do bring in the Abrupt Decay. Maybe like cut a Borrower, bring in the second Force of Negation. Like them being like their chants and their pacts are only going to be cast on their own turn, which is when I can cast Force of Negation. So I think maybe that kind of sways it. All right, let's see if we have a good game 3 here. Oh yeah, this seems like the party I want to be at. Now, Cephalid Breakfast can certainly beat a like Graveyard Hate, because they can just play the Oracle from hand. They can like, but that's mostly from. No, I was gonna say that's mostly from when they have like when they're trying to be like Leyline or whatever. But yeah, all right. I'm gonna Thoughtseize here. Get Underground Sea and cast a Seizing of Thoughts. Urza's Saga is a little bit annoying. Okay, let's actually take the Pact. I would rather them like I'd rather it costing them 2 cards to counter something. So like if they hit like if they put back Illusionist and a land, for instance. So Saga, especially if they can piece together another Saga, is something we could totally lose to. I do think this is like one of the more anemic, if not the most anemic, Ursa Saga deck that there is. But like eventually like 2/3/3s is going to kill us. They're stepping through. So that means they're getting their Illusionist, which we currently have. We have the graveyard covered. I also think like this deck, when I tried it a couple of times, the breakfast deck. I think like a lot of the time you want to be spending your mana on turn 3, but I guess they aren't into that because of the spell bomb. Oh, Doomsday. Okay. Now what I think most like to have happen is to draw a Carpet of Flowers. Okay, so they're making a 1/1. If they have Pithing Needle, we can Abrupt Decay it. Gonna guess they're gonna get a Shuko here. I think I kill the construct here. As sort of an unsatisfying way to spend an Abrupt Decay as that is. Come on, Carpet or Cantrip. No. A 3/2 is a lot less scary than a 4/3 and a 3/3. So we did buy ourselves some time, but not that much. Yep. I'm not gonna force of will a nomads. I think if I'm them, I just play out the Cephalid dude as well. Maximum beats on. Okay. Well, I think I just have to pass. Not having LED in the deck also means I am kind of running out of time here. If they're stepping through again, I'm actually kind of all about that. So we know 4 of their cards, I think, unless I missed on the Flooded Strand clicking that off, in which case we know 3 of their cards. So I would be a little bit concerned about seeing like a chant here. Saga, you have Illusionist. Yeah, that's a good play. Because if I force it, or rather, if I let it resolve, then I just die. No ifs, ands, or buts. So I think I have to force it. So they force it, and I pierce that. So I think, I suppose depending on what they have as their last card, if I draw Carpet of Flowers or Dark Ritual right now, I can win. Come on. One of those 2 cards I just said. Well, nope. So let's see here. They can make another dude next turn. Right now they're beating for 5. So another dude would mean beating for 6. So I'd be at 3. I fetch. I'm at 2. I Doomsday. I'm at 1. So we do pass one more turn here. Give ourselves the out of drawing. I think like a non-fetch land also does it. Oh, I'm worried about this Ponder. Okay. So now I'm worried about hard cast Force of Will. Now I'm not worried about that. Okay, so I'm gonna take 6. And now I am worried about their last card being a chant. So the question is, do I Spellbomb here at end of turn to have the extra mana free on my turn? I think I do. I'm only doing this because I drew the Edge of Autumn, so I have a way to draw into the pile. Let's draw something good here. Oh yes, actually that is just the absolute nuts. If they don't have chant, please don't have chant. And we even drew Veil of Summer. Okay, so I'm gonna cast this forest, or sorry, this carpet. I'm gonna go ahead and trigger for 5 black. No, 4 black, right? So let's see here. We have to fetch now because we are not getting another shot. So let's get green mana. So we cast Doomsday. Maybe we Veil of Summer first. So let's see here. If I Edge of Autumn into Consider, and then Consider into the Thassa, then I lose to like a Plow or a Pact of Negation. Screw it. Let's cast Doomsday first. If they have the Pact, I would love to Veil it now and just know about it and get the extra draw. So we could Edge of Autumn into Brainstorm, or I guess we could Edge of Autumn into Consider. Cast Consider, bidding something, drawing. No, we can't cast Consider first and then like draw Brainstorm because there won't be enough cards left. So what happens if we cast Brainstorm? Edge of Autumn, draw Brainstorm. Cast the Brainstorm, but then there are going to be 3 cards left in the deck. We can't fetch. This is tricky. I feel like there has to be a line here that I'm just not seeing. We have a floating black mana too, so we can duress. Let's say we Edge of Autumn into Consider. Cast Consider, not bidding anything, drawing Brainstorm. Then cast Brainstorm, drawing. Then there is only 1 blue left, but then we draw Thassa, Petal, Duress. And then we put back Veil and Force. Is that the line? I'm gonna have to go through that one more time once I have the cards. Okay, so let's see here. I Edge of Autumn into Consider. I cast Consider, tapping Island. I draw Brainstorm. Then the pile is Duress, Petal, Thassa, and I have Tropical Island, Underground Sea, untapped, and black mana floating. Tap Trop to cast Brainstorm. Draw those 3. Put back Force of Will and Veil. My hand is now Duress, Petal, Thassa. Yeah, I mean, if they do have either Pact of Negation or Orim's Chant, this we lose to this depending on if they're able to put them into play at the correct, deploy that card in the correct sequencing. Let's try this. Oops, no, wrong green card. Cast Consider. And anything here breaks this up. Opponent could be very kind. Oh no, they're casting something. Ah, damn. So what happens here? Can we get around this in any way? Nope, we can't. Because even if I were to Veil into the Brainstorm, we can't force. All right, GG's opponent. Okay, on the play for round number 2. This hand seems good. So let's try this out. I think I'm actually going to ponder off of the Trop rather than cast Abundant Growth, which is what I really wanted to do. But yeah. I think I don't want these cards. I kind of want a Thoughtseize, but I don't want the other 2. Oh, Brainstorm, that's really good. Another Underground Sea deck. Just loading it up on rituals here. I'm going to Brainstorm. If they want to daze my Abundant Growth, I have another one coming. I do kind of want to get some of these, get the Brainstorm going before Orcish Bowmaster comes down and wrecks my life. Oh, really? Are we going to daze this? Cycling Lauren revealed. This smells like blue-black scam. Okay. All right, excellent. Okay, getting the Bowmasters in, that makes sense. That's not great. I'm not gonna lie. So now what we really have to hope to do is get like get a gay as well beseech the mirror kill. Do I brainstorm here? Just like brainstorm into the Bowmasters? I think I actually do. Boo. There's a Doomsday. Unfortunately, like we are completely unprotected. But then on the other hand, they haven't really shown us a lot to respect here. Are we able to go off right now? Let's see. We'll be at 15, 14 from the Delta. Doomsday takes us down to to 7, and then we need to draw 3 cards down to 4. Are we able to do this at all? Like the 2 abundant growths can theoretically like draw us cards, but we need green mana for that, and we need blue mana. We need blue mana. Yeah, no, I don't think we can do that. Ah, bummer. Let's put back one of these abundant growths, and I'm just gonna like get into pain territory here. Okay, and I just draw another land, so that's not good. Alrighty. Kind of surprised I haven't been discarded yet, but we are facing lethal here. So a Doomsday now would take us to 3 life. So we need like, I don't know. I'm not even sure what we would need. Like Brainstorm now to draw us Veil of Summer. Right, I'm just gonna Thoughtseize here on the way out. Yeah, that felt pretty rough. I mean, of course, no one, forced my hand into. And they have the force. Yeah, no one forced my hand into that Brainstorm, but I'm not sure it was incorrect. All right, so against this type of strategy, we want the carpets and the veils. I'm pretty sure. Not really sure we want to be Doomsday, but I'm also not sure we have enough things to board out to cease being Doomsday. I think we want the cavern as well. Don't think we want Abrupt Decay. Like that only targets Bowmasters. So what are the cuts here? Maybe the Thoughtseizes for the Veils? Like the 2 cyclers seem necessary. Maybe we can like cut a Cabal Writ 2, seeing as we brought in the Veils. The carpets, I mean. What's the last cut? I guess I'm gonna. Oh no, cutting a petal in my Beseech the Mirror deck. That seems kind of bad. Fuck it. I'm gonna cut Cabal Ritual, which seems almost just as bad, only slightly less bad. So I'm gonna keep this, and so it's between like getting Abundant Growth down on turn 1, and being able to Veil on turn 1, but in 2 days. I think I'm actually gonna Abundant Growth, and okay. So if they like discard us here, then if they reanimate grief, that's like really bad. Wow, turn 1 Brainstorm. I feel like that has to mean they have like a grief, but no black card or something. Like, why would you? Yeah. All right, grief, pitch, grief. Sure. At least it's not getting reanimated. I think they have to take the veil here, probably. Draw another veil, or like a carpet. That would be sick. Dark Ritual is okay. I'm gonna ponder here. I don't want to get dazed. I also don't want to get wastelanded, but yeah, is what it is. All right, I like all of these cards. So let's draw Veil now and then Doomsday next turn, or I guess, yeah, we'll see. Okay, so they cycle the troll. Is there a Veil of Summer? Reanimate the grief. Okay, I'm gonna cast Veil now. Do you have a Daze? You do. Naughty. Alright, well you have a Grief and a land and then 3 cards I don't know about. So I really hope they let me keep the Dark Ritual here. They probably won't, but okay, so they do. So that means So I can do Dark Ritual Doomsday here, and then I have a Pierce floating. If they have another Daze, okay, it looks like they've just F6'd. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume that. So I'm gonna Street Wraith into Brainstorm. Cast Brainstorm, drawing Consider, LED, and something or other, like a Petal. I'm gonna put back Petal and Consider. Then I'm gonna cycle Street Wraith or cycle Edge into the Consider. Put the Petal into the graveyard and draw Thassa. Put back Petal and Consider. All right, let's put that. Okay, cool. All right, now to win the tricky game 3 on the draw versus the scam deck. Do we go in any differently? I don't think so. All right, this is an exciting hand. Opponent keeps the opponent mulligans to 6. I think if they turn 1 discard us again with the turn 1 brainstorm was so aggressive. But actually, hang on, no, it's just New World Order. They have Lauren revealed. That's why they do this. Okay, I'm gonna Abundant Growth here again. I think there's less of a chance of them dazing that. And there we go. Would be really lovely not to get discarded right now. What are the odds of that? Okay, yeah, I would much rather have that happen. We have the Veil that can beat that. Just need something that draws cards now. So I think I'm gonna, how much time do we have here? I think I'm actually gonna pass because I really don't want to get, I don't want them to get through with a discard spell. So like discard plus Daze screws me over if I've cast Carpet of Flowers by then. Yeah, I take 2. That's fine. Come on. Yes. Okay, that's good. Still think I probably just cast the Carpet here. Okay, Carpet's in. So we can make 4 mana and make all of our stuff uncounterable. Is that something we're interested in doing? No, right? Because we need exactly 4 to cast Veil plus Doomsday, so a single Daze messes us up. So I think we just pass here. And then next turn we'll have more mana. Although it is kind of rough if they discard us next turn and we have to like blow our Veil. Another Bowmasters. Okay. I'm at 16. I take 4 next turn. I'm at an effective 10 from the fetch land. So all I want to have happen here is that I don't get like griefed, I think. Especially like specifically griefed. Another brainstorm. No, we don't fight over this. Come on, just pass. Okay, well, I have to Veil of Summer this, which means I basically have to draw another Veil of Summer, I think. I don't do that right there, and I won't draw one again. I could pierce the Surgical, but I would actually rather have double fetch around because I'm going to be at 5, right? And then I draw 1 card that deals me 2. So I'm going to be at exactly 1 life, I think, when my Doomsday... Yeah, I think I still win like that if they don't have a removal spell. Or a hard counter somehow. Okay. Beseech the Mirror. Does that change what I want to do here? So Beseech the Mirror... I suppose if they have like Surgical Extraction, that's also like really bad. But that's bad for both plans. But for the Doomsday plan, at least there's like a 1 in 3 shot that I win anyways. But for the Beseech the Mirror plan, there's no shot of that, right? So let's just see how much mana I can make here. I have 5, 6, 7 with the Petal, 10 with LED. So 10 minus 4 is 6, and then I have 2 things I can bargain away. And I can then replay the LED and the pedal eventually. If I get the guy as well, but then I lose the surgical, right? Oh, this is so rough. My plan with Doomsday is sound, I think, right? I just trigger the carpet and then tap my forest for black and make Doomsday, play Petal, play Catacombs, and I cycle Edge of Autumn, drawing Thassa, and then I fetch twice. And then I have I'll have 2 cards left in the deck, and as long as their last card isn't a removal spell, then that wins. I think if I were to go for the Beseech plan, then I would have Petal Storm 1, LED Storm 2, Beseech Storm 3, Beseech Storm 4, Gaia's Well Storm 5, Petal LED 6 and 7, Beseech 8, Tendrils 9. So that's also a way to go. It also goes through the graveyard. It loses the Flusterstorm, so does Doomsday. No, Doomsday doesn't lose the Flusterstorm. Okay. I think I'm just going to go for the Doomsday win here. So let's trigger black. Let's play the second fetch. Let's make black and cast Doomsday. Okay, so we want Thassa, we want the Underground Sea, and I guess Gay as well and Tendrils. Why the hell not? Yeah. So we put the 2 Underground Sea on the bottom, and then Thassa on top. Whoops. Thassa on the top. So we can Spell Pierce something too. I kind of forgot about that. Okay, so let's tap this for blue and sack it. I would just rather have like the Abundant Growth still in play. Okay. So I'm gonna go down to 3 life. Wow, this is super tight. And then I'm gonna fetch twice. Let's see if this is good enough. Yeah, awesome, awesome. That felt great. Green cards really coming in clutch here. Beating 2 Resolve Bowmasters on 1 life. Gotta love it. All right, on to round number 3. Okay, on the draw for round number 3, this is a mulligan. This is all mana and and Thassa's Oracle. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this and then send the Gaia's Will to the bottom. It's not great, but it's yeah, has potential. Importantly, has a turn 1 Abundant Growth off of Basic Forest. Oh, so this is probably like Cradle Control or yeah, Ignoble Hierarch, sure. Okay. Yeah, I'd say this is Cradle Control. Okay, so I do kind of want to Thoughtseize here. Like if they have a Bowmasters, or even I'd be kind of worried or pleased to not have to play against Elvish Reclaimer. Okay, so they have a Bowmasters and a Grist and a Grief. Okay, interesting. And Cabal Pit. Right on. Okay. Somewhat expecting to get Grief this turn, but probably if they didn't draw a black card, they would rather just get Grist into play. Also, I don't think I care. I mean, I'd prefer not to get discarded, but I don't think like losing one of these 3 cards is a catastrophe. There is Grist. You have an insect. Oh, and it's a wasteland deck. Wow, okay. Okay. Drawing a couple of lands more than I would like to. Oh, come on. Come on now. I suppose I could play out the LED. It's pretty likely to get griefed now. All right, so I'm starting to take some damage now. From next turn, I think. Yeah, gonna be taking like 5 a turn. Brainstorm would be very welcome, or another land. I mean, why not? They're also likely to be in a deck with endurance, if not in the main, then in the sideboard. Okay, I mean, kind of pleased that that Bejuga Bog enters the battlefield now. What's this? Another grief. Okay, you can take my Edge of Autumn. But yeah, kind of happy about the Bejuga Bog. It's probably not going to matter in this game, but at least it's not in their deck to be like crop rotated for or Elvish Reclaimered. I forget what it is. Okay, so they can -5 it, and I will lose currently 2 life. So that gives them reach. I need to brainstorm right now and find like, I don't know, double ritual beseech or something. Well, it starts with a brainstorm. Come on. Wow, that's almost what I asked for. Is this going to be enough? They're only at 16. Probably not, but let's see here. So we have 5 mana. 5 mana becomes 1 mana after Beseech. And then we have to replay the Abundant Growth. To have it to bargain away. So probably not. How much am I taking next turn? So 1, 2, 5, 8, 9 lethal. Bummer. Well, let's see here. This isn't going to work, right? What might change this? Like, let's say the Abundant Growth that I'm going to cast off of the Tropical Island draws what? A Lotus Petal? That's still not good enough. That Lotus Petal would need to cast Brainstorm and hit 2 more Lotus Petals. um, we could also just Brainstorm right now. Nah, fuck it. Yep, that's it. GG's. Well, I didn't feel too good, not gonna lie. So we want the Veil of Summers, the Veils of Summer, and I don't know, Spell Bomb to beat Endurance seems okay. I don't think there's a lot of sideboarding going on here. Maybe like Spell Pierce and Flusterstorm aren't that exciting. I guess maybe not Duress either. Yeah, let's try this. Veil of Summer, but no green mana. Yeah, I still think this hand is functional. I'm probably gonna Thoughtseize here to take like a Thoughtseize or a Grief from them. Ha. grief, but also reanimate. All right. I mean, let's take the reanimate. That leaves them with no like double. Well, no double discard, and also like they aren't going to be left with a 3-2 in play. Okay. Oh, interesting. Screens on Zenith. Right, okay. So what, do you not grief here? Okay, yeah. Grief, and I would assume you take the Veil. Or maybe the Dark Ritual? Okay, so they have Bowmasters coming down next turn. And they can also... No, they can't also Wasteland because then they don't have black mana. I'm gonna consider while the considering is there. And really hope they don't have surgical. Okay. Ponder. No. No. Oh, come on. Come on now. Why are you being silly? Okay, as well. You're not supposed to be in my hand. Okay, so they're going for the Bowmasters, giving me a chance to draw an instant speed draw spell, which of course I don't. I think I'm going to Ponder here. They're going to Bowmasters in response, but they're going to Bowmasters anyways, so wonderful. So let's see here. If I cast Doomsday, so I'll be at 15, then I'll be at 7, and they will attack me for 4. So I'll be at 3, so I can draw 3 cards. Yeah, I mean, so their hand is Wasteland plus something, and if that something turns out to be another Bowmasters or a whatever, I don't know, like an endurance or something, or even a removal spell, then we lose. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So let's put edge. Consider. And Thassa, obviously. Is there a way we get to no cards in the deck without dying? So we can draw, consider, put 1 card in the graveyard, draw a card, then we're at, what did I say I was going to be at? I was going to be at 3, right? So I can actually, I need to consider because I can only draw twice. So we draw Edge of Autumn. We Edge of Autumn into a land, and then if we had a second life to play with, let me just make sure I got this right. So they'll be attacking us for 4. We'll be at 3. We'll draw, consider, put. I suppose the lands here aren't making any sense. So we'll put whatever into the graveyard. And the Hill Spellbomb. We'll draw Edge of Autumn, and that draws Thassa. And then whatever. Tendrils can be the last card. I don't need to know about that. So Hill Spellbomb on the bottom, then Tendrils. No, hang on. Tendrils on the bottom. The Hill Spellbomb is what we will be pitching to the consider. So yeah, like this. So we have to hope that we don't get like like a number of things can go wrong here. They can discard us. That's fine. Don't put more damage on us. Don't shuffle our deck, and don't like endurance us, please. Those are the things that I would like to not have happen. Sure. So this means that if they wasteland us, then their last card in hand can't be endurance, or it can be, but then they can cast it. There's the wasteland. Yep. Oh, fuck. Did I just... Oh, I miscounted the mana. Oh. It was all for naught. Okay, we're dead. Yeah, I miscounted the lands. Boo. Yep. So this will cast Consider, go to 2, put Nihil Spellbomb in the graveyard, draw Edge of Autumn, cycle Edge, draw Thassa, dead. Ugh. What a punt. I knew about the Wasteland. I don't know. I wasn't thinking about everything. Alright. Off to round number 4. Okay, round number 4 on the draw. I'm gonna keep this. Mother of Runes. Okay. That's very interesting. Where Mother of Runes goes, so often goes Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. No, but Orcish Bowmasters. Be gone. Oh, this is Death and Taxes with Yorion, I think? Like white-black Death and Taxes. And we still know the contents of their hand. So like next turn they can Recruiter of the Guard. And then get Thalia. So where does that leave us? It leaves us with like having to draw Doomsday, I think. I'm gonna get a forest here and imprint it, so to speak, with the Abundant Growth. That means if I get Thoughtseize right now, I'm gonna hate myself for not putting Abundant Growth on the swamp. Oh wait, does this get back the Bowmasters? I'm not used to playing with all these. Oh, no, that was last turn, never mind. So they just get the fetch land, yeah. Are they not casting Recruiter? That would be weird. Maybe that means they have another Bowmasters. Or they're just doing it post-combat. So, this is awkward. Like, they probably have Recruiter. I mean, not Recruiter. Orcish Bowmasters here. What else would they not cast that Recruiter? So I think I'm just gonna cast my island and pass. Yeah. So what's the play here? Is it Edge of Veil of Summer? Or is it Brainstorm in response and then have Veil next turn? If I do find the Doomsday, I think I'm gonna try and find the Doomsday. Go for the gold here. God damn. Terrible. Fuck me. Okay. That was terrible. So now they get to untap Recruiter of the Guard, cast, like, get Thalia, then I untap, draw a land, and then they get to, like, play their Thalia or whatever. They have more Bowmasters, really? Yeah, I think I have to pass here. I could, like, I'm kind of tempted to play Thassa, but, But I think if I do end up like somehow getting to a line that has a win with Doomsday, then I would just hate myself. Okay, so I'm gonna be down to what, 6? Beseech the Mirror also I think just wins here, but we would need to actually draw that, and don't want to draw the gay as well. Okay, Oppo Agent is interesting. That actually means if I top deck Doomsday here, I have the win. And does that mean... I think that means I Veil of Summer after this fetch land is done resolving. Oh wait, but this was my turn. Yeah, let's just draw. Draw Doomsday. No, rather we don't draw Doomsday. LOL. I think we cast Brainstorm here in the hopes of finding the Doomsday. Yeah. We'll drop to 2. Wow, why would we find Doomsday and not just find the one of Gay as well once again? Okay. So let's get the Veils in. And let's get the Decay and the Brazen Borrowers. Let's get rid of the anti-spell stuff. Have to shave 2 more cards here. I don't know, maybe having 3 Veil is enough versus this Jorion deck. And then I guess I'll cut a Cabal Ritual. Yeah. Let's try this on for size. I will fetch a basic island here and cast Ponder. Instantly punished for not fetching a duel. I think I want these, and not the Beseech. Okay, getting Thoughtseized. Likely taking the Brainstorm here. Let's play this Verdant Catacombs. Well, I mean, now we get to cast Doomsday, so that's nice. I'm gonna fetch Underground Sea. And let's just cast it, yo. And do we play around a Mindbreak Trap, or do we just go for the win here? I think we just go for the win. So edge into Brainstorm, which draws Consider, LED, and Street Wraith. And then Thassa on the bottom. They do appear to be F6, but sometimes people screw around with that. Game 3. Not sure. Not sure anything changes here. Let's just resend it. They keep 7. This seems risky. I think we're gonna mulligan. Yeah, let's keep this. Hope not to get surgically extracted. Like this card, Ponder Surgical. F6. Oof, that's pretty exciting. All right, let's hope and pray to get one more turn here. Please just play something like Bowmasters. No! Oh, gross. Okay. There we go. Probably not winning now. Yep. Screw this. I'm out. 1 and 3. on to the round 5. So let's hope we can at least finish on a win. Round 5 on the draw once more. I'm gonna keep though. This fetches basic forest into abundant growth. Oh wait, another discard matchup? No way. Alright, this makes me think they were gonna be dazing our abundant growth, which is unfortunate. But fortunately for us, we drew a swamp. So they can daze that instead, and then we can abundant growth next turn. Unless they discard that as well. Alright, looks like they're not. Well, that's something, I guess. Basic forest. It's unclear to me which of these lands on a longer timescale than just turn 2 it would be best to have abundant growth on. But I'm gonna put it on the swamp so as to be able to cast like blue spells this turn if I feel like it. Alright, gonna cast this Lotus Petal, seeing as I don't think they're gonna be able to remove it. Means one fewer storm if I were to go the Beseech route. Wow, this sucks. This is really strong, huh? Let's take away the grief. Yep, I'm not gonna trade like a 2-for-1 to stop a brainstorm when they have a second one. Oh, really? No second land? And they shuffle and pass. Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna fetch island here and cast consider. And I would like to draw this Beseech the Mirror. So do I have enough? I don't have enough mana, right? This is 5. That's 4 mana. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass here and hope not to get griefed. Good grief, as they say. The next turn we will have an additional mana plus a land draw from the graveyard. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to say Spell Pierce to that. Let's see here. Okay, 4 mana, 6 with Dark Ritual, 2 floating. We can recast the Petal from the graveyard and recast the land. Yeah, I mean they could have a Force of Will here, which would be unfortunate. Let's cast this with Bargain. Okay, let's get where is it? Guy's Will. And cast that. Alright, so that we can replay a land. So let's do that. Get Underground Sea. Replay the Petal. Okay, so we had it there. Alright, cool. Winning with Beseech the Mirror for the first time in this. Wait, was that game 1? Wow. Alright, so we did this already, right? We want the carpets and the veils, and that's probably it. And we shave the Thoughtseizes and the like a couple of Cabal rituals. What was the last thing I shaved? I could shave a Petal. I think maybe that's what I did before. Or I could shave a Doomsday, but oh, this doesn't work. Let's mulligan. Yeah, let's keep this bottom of Brainstorm. And see if we have a hand that still functions after their turn 1. Thoughtseize, taking my Doomsday, sure. Okay. That Petal was not the worst draw because it lets us veil around a daze. If they have Bowmasters, that's kind of unfortunate. Man, looks like maybe that's what they have. Let's pass here. I would rather get like them make the first move with the Bowmasters. I'm gonna take a draw here. See if I can hit another land. Oh, Beseech. I think I'm still just gonna let them make the first move. Thoughtseize. All right, I'm gonna. I'm actually gonna brainstorm first, and then they can Bowmaster, and then I Veil. And then if they force that, then they had it all. Let's make sure we can make blue mana after this turn. Okay, so they daze. I pay. Do they have second daze? Out, out, out. Ugh, that's rough. Okay, I think I'm still good here. Kind of bummed that they saw the Doomsday on that turn one discard, but yeah, so be it. All right, final game of the final round. Let's go. Yeah. I mean, this is a force check hand if ever there was one. All right, so I'm actually gonna play out the carpet here to force check them. And if it resolves, that's gonna be worthwhile later in the game. Okay, that resolved. Oh God, please don't have the force. They're making pauses on every decision now. No. Okay. So a nice little 2 for 3 for them. Probably means we lose, but let's see. Come on, discard my only card remaining. Yes, of course. Why wouldn't you have that? All right, let's not lose all hope here. So I think like a Beseech the Mirror here would be close to the best thing we could draw here. They've pitched a Force of Will to that Force of Negation. Somehow I feel like we're not completely out of it yet, but they do not shuffle. Well, that's not a good card. It's a draw. It is, however, a card we put in the deck, so we have ourselves to blame. Sure. You may Bowmaster me. Come on, then. A business spell. Or an island, you know. I'll just draw an island. Doesn't matter. You can tell I'm tired of this. Oh, I'm tired of Legacy right now, honestly. It's probably not what you want to hear tuning into this channel, but even the non-blue decks are like playing fucking Bowmasters. Everyone's playing Bowmasters. Yep, Grief. I don't think Grief matters that much here because we have like it matters if they take Edge and we draw Doomsday. It doesn't matter if they take Dark Ritual and we draw Beseech. At least I don't think so. Oh wait, do I just win then? They have one card. I guess it did matter then. Yeah. All right, sweet. Let's cast the Doomsday. Edge into consider whatever they would need snuff out to beat us here. So I'm gonna be at 8. Edge takes me to 7. Consider takes me to 6. I can even Street Wraith taking me to 4 and then to 3. And then I could ponder, but then I get into days. I guess I I guess I actually do lose here to a daze, which would just be, I mean, oh, that would feel very bad. But we can't play around it, so there's no point in trying. I mean, trying. There's no point in like I don't know. I am correct in that, right? I think so. Um, did I put the street wraith in there? Yeah. So let's just we'll bin a brainstorm. But there's also a world where we like beseech the mirror next turn. Is that completely nuts? Yeah, it is completely nuts. They have a grief in play. All right, so Edge of Autumn into consider. Consider put brainstorm into the graveyard. Draw street wraith. Street wraith. Draw Thassa. I guess we don't even need to do the whole street wraith thing. Will either work or it won't. So let's put ponder on the bottom. Street wraith. Thassa. Consider. Well, brainstorm and then consider on top. Please don't have days. That's all I ask for. I don't ask for much. Hooray, we got there. Oh my goodness. All right. So before I somehow stumbled into a win versus scam, I I was yapping on about how I'm just not having fun with Legacy right now. I feel like at least not playing Doomsday. There's just too many bad matchups. There's too much like anti what we're doing going on. Like Death and Taxes now playing Bowmasters. Um, the tempo decks. Ironically, the two wins we got in this league were actually against tempo. And then we lost to a very hateful Cradle Control ish deck with Wastelands in it. Um, we lost to Death and Taxes. And then we lost a pretty tight one to Cephalid Breakfast. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm just, I'm kind of down on it right now. I, I would, I would rather be playing uh, with white cards right now, like with like a blue control deck, like the Yorion pile I've been playing with. But this was a like it was really fun beating the scam decks. I think the green cards are maybe better than I'm giving them credit for because I did feel like they weren't moving the needle too much in the matchup, but they did. Like especially Carpet came in clutch here. Um, Also, like in that final turn of the final game, having like 7 outs rather than 4 because we had like the Beseech the mirror was also a win was pretty interesting, I thought. So anyways, um if you yeah, I hope you enjoyed what you saw. I'm sorry if I was a bit of a downer, but I'm very glad that you stuck around till the end and I will be back with some more Legacy. Bye-bye.